Greetings everyone, welcome to Asia L Artisan Body Care. This is our first video for 2019. In this video I'm going to show you the making and cutting of our Blackberry Vanilla Original Coconut Milk Soap. Without any further delay, let's get into what you came here for. First and foremost, I would like to wish you all a very happy new year and thank you all so much for your continued support over the years. And while you watch the making of this soap, I will talk a bit about my journey slash process in creating body care products and working for myself. And just so you know, this is not intended to be a guide. This is just my personal journey. I don't consider myself to be a person who teaches one how to start a business or create body care products for that matter. My videos are intended for those who happen to be curious about the process and my customers who are curious about how my products are created. Although I only post videos showing the making of my soaps, I do make a range of body care products. And so I'll share some of that with you and hopefully you will find it helpful. Many years before I decided I wanted to create a line of body care products, I was a trained makeup artist and esthetician. And so when I did decide that I wanted to create my body care products, I needed to be honest with myself and determine if this would be a hobby or if this would be a business. And I determined it would be a business. And so I went about researching. I researched what was acceptable in the state that I lived in. At the time, I lived in New York. And so requirements are different state to state and even from country to country. I had to research what the FDA required with regard to ingredients for particular products and with regard to labeling for particular products. And because I had a background in working for and with many beauty and skincare brands, I did have a lot of knowledge and information that I could lean on and apply to what I wanted to do. With regard to like my branding and image or whatever, what my brand and my company and what my products look like now is completely different from what they were when I first started out. Everything evolves as you learn and you develop and you decide how and why you're going to do things. I do think it's important to be inspired by other brands, but inspiration is not the same as, like trying to copy what someone else does, or you don't want to compare what you're doing to someone else, because I always believe that sometimes we look at something that looks very successful and we don't see all of the work that it took to get there. So I think it's important, and it was something that I had to learn, is like, to focus on the goal of what I wanted to do and not get distracted, or be honest and with yourself, or I had to be honest with myself and admit when I felt jealousy about what looked to be something very successful. Don't be distracted by what is seemingly another person's success, because it's only going to distract from all of the energy and creativity you could be putting into what you want to do. The first business I owned was in 2005. I owned a business that was in a mall located in upstate New York. It was a kiosk where women could come and purchase a variety of skincare products by different brands and a variety of cosmetics by many different brands, including my own brand. And it was also a place where women could come and have makeovers. They could get their eyebrows shaped and have eyelashes applied. And so it was sort of like a one-stop skincare and beauty kiosk. Now, at that time, there was no social media, so if I wanted the public to know that I was there and wanted them to know what I did, I would have to pay for space, advertising space in local newspapers and different other publications, and I would have to pay for radio ads, and that's exactly what I did. But now we have social media, and so there's Instagram and YouTube and Facebook and Twitter, and so I'm able to use my creativity to show the public what I have and what I'm able to offer via social media. And so it's become a very important tool in what I'm able to do, what I'm able to provide. And one of the things that I am mindful of is I don't focus so much on, like, oh, I have to get all of these numbers and things like that. I just kind of focus on letting my followers know what I'm up to, what to expect, and what I'm doing. And so for me, it's just a great way to stay connected to customers and potential customers. Currently, Asia L Artisan Body Care is a two-person operation. I create and make all of the products, and then together, my wife and I, we collaborate on the look of the labels, the packaging. We create all of our own photos, and we run our own social media. One of the questions that I'm often asked is whether or not to get a trademark, a copyright, a patent, some kind of licensing, and I'm also even asked about different kinds of insurance. And I'm always not, I guess I don't want to say not willing, but here's the truth of the matter. I am not equipped to answer those questions. Anything that I've learned for my own business, it was because of research. And what I found out is that everything with regard to trademarks and such, it's tailored to what you want your business to be and what the ultimate goal of your business is. Each of those things, the trademarks and the copyright and licensing and all that, there's so much information that I could not possibly even explain it in any video. And so I think the best thing to do is you must empower yourself and do your research and figure out what works best for you. Because you may not need some of those things, and then you may need all of those things, but it depends on how far you're willing to go with your business, what your goals are, and what you're willing and able to do to secure the original ideas about your business. The last thing I want to talk about is the idea of sharing soap recipes. And I'm often asked about the details of my soap recipe, and I decided from the very beginning that that's not something I'm going to do I'm not going to share my soap recipe, because I worked very hard on it over the course of years, and I created something that I'm very proud of and that is unique to my company. There are so many resources that you can find online where you can find recipes that start from beginner to expert level soap making. And so it's not with malicious intent that I don't share my recipe. It is because it is something that is unique to my particular brand. This soap was created with a wonderful blend of blackberry and vanilla fragrance oil. The base of the soap was colored with a blackberry mica powder, and I created sort of like a marble effect. The top of the soap is uncolored soap base, and the tool that I use to create the circles, it is actually a piping tool, and I just interchanged the two sides from the larger to the smaller. And the remaining mica powder, I just dropped a few drops into the center of the circles because I want it to be reminiscent of actual blackberries. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you found this to be a valuable piece of infotainment, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. You can also follow me on Instagram at Asia L Body Care. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a fantastic day and a great new year. See you soon.